So I'm Giles Duley, I'm a photographer, and I'm here to talk about my exhibition, which is being shown at the university, which is a documentation of the refugee crisis. I work as a humanitarian photographer, and for many years I've been documenting what I call the legacy of war, which is the long-term impact of conflict. You know, I'm a big believer in stories. You know, too often we hear the rhetoric of politicians, we see stuff on the news, we kind of hear statistics and figures. What a festival like this does is get back to stories and storytelling. Because I think like stories have a magic, a mojo that I don't really understand, but they have the power to create change, they have the power to create empathy, make people laugh, make people cry. And there's something like inherent in humans to tell and share stories. And I think those stories often get neglected or unheard. A festival like this is about bringing together stories and storytellers. And for me, that is the most powerful way to really create change. You know, for me, the exhibition is about bringing humanity to these stories. You know, a lot of people have heard of refugee crisis. They've heard of what's happening in Syria. They've heard about what's happening in Iraq. But these places are distant to them. And often on the news, on the media, what people are trying to show is the differences between us. So I'm the same. You know, sometimes I'll see a clip on the news of something that's happening in Syria and I'm like, I don't know these people. I can't really relate to them. My job is to bring back that connection. So a lot of my work in the exhibition focuses on families, on individuals, because I believe that, you know, while others are focusing on differences, we have to remember how we're all just the same. You know, it's no longer a conversation about us and them. And so when you put me in a mud hut in South Sudan, a tent in Lebanon's Bekaa Valley, or a flat in Brixton, everything's the same. You know, you'll see like a father brushing his daughter's hair, you'll see a mother feeding her baby. You just see these moments of humanity that we can all relate to. So my job is to kind of remind people that all these families are just like ours. I call it the burning house theory. You know, and we live in a situation where people talk a lot about the split between the right and the left, and there's all this anger in the world, and there's more and more extremism appearing everywhere. But I'm a believer in humanity, and I think most people, if they pass a burning house and they see somebody in the window, they will not ask, are you gay, are you straight, are you black, are you white, are you Muslim, are you Christian? The instinct in 99.9% of people will be to save that person. But my job is to make sure that everybody sees people fleeing conflict, people in Iraq, people in Syria, people in South Sudan, people in Yemen, people in all these countries, exactly the same as they would see the person in the burning house. So that's what I hope to do with an exhibition like this, is that you see people and you realize, my God, they are fleeing a burning house. And I, as a human, should reach out and help.